In this video, I'm going to show you how you can start learning JavaScript on your computer. JavaScript is one of the most popular programming languages these days, and it is mainly used for web development. It's the most important currently programming language for web development. So in order to start programming in JavaScript, you will need some kind of code editor, and the code editor I recommend is Visual Studio Code that many developers use. It's easy to use and has many functions, very useful for programming. So if you want to download it, then go to code.visualstudio.com. It is free to use, and just download the version for your computer. Once you've downloaded, install it on your computer. Once you've installed Visual Studio Code on your computer, it would look similar to this. And now create an empty folder on your computer where you will be storing your files. In my case, this is JavaScript and 01. Now I'm going to create first file, which is going to be HTML file, and in Visual Studio Code you do it by pressing Command N on a Mac or Control N on Windows. And now we're going to create our first file, which is going to be HTML file. And now let's save this file as index.html. And now let's create HTML structure for this document, and we can do it by using a shortcut, which is you just press exclamation mark on your keyboard and then press tab on your keyboard. And now we have a structure for an HTML document where we will be writing out JavaScript files. If you don't know HTML, you don't need to know it at this stage. It is worth learning as well, but in this video we're going to be talking mainly about JavaScript. Now we can save this document by pressing Command S or Control S. Another thing that will be useful for us while learning JavaScript is live server extension that we will be using to preview our code in the browser. So in order to install live server extension, we go to the extensions section in Visual Studio Code and just search for live server. I've already have this installed, but you can install it on your computer by pressing install here on this page. Once you have it installed, if you right click on your index.html file, you will see open with live server. You will see this document in your browser. And now if I write something in this file and save, I will automatically see a preview of this in my web browser. So now I'm going to show you how you can start writing JavaScript in this HTML file. And one way of doing it is by using script tag in HTML. So what I need to do is just write script. And now inside these script tags, I can write JavaScript. And one way to do it is just to write console log hello world. And when I save it, I don't see anything on this page here, but I can open developer tools in the Chrome browser, which is by pressing option command I, or you can use F12 on Windows. And now we can see here in console hello world. You don't need to know specifically what console log is and what it does, but what you need to remember for now is how we embed JavaScript code in HTML files, which is by using this script tag. Another way of embedding JavaScript in HTML file is by using also a script tag, but loading JavaScript from external file. So if I now cut this console log from here, create another file that I will call app.js, and I put this console log here. Now I need to tell this script tag to look for JavaScript code in app.js file. and the result will be exactly the same. So if I save it now as hello world 2, for example, we can see we have hello world 2 here. So that is two ways of embedding JavaScript in on the website in HTML. And the second one that currently you're looking at is the one that is preferred to use. Another way I would like to mention is that where to put these script tags, and sometimes you will see that they are located here in the head section of HTML, but quite often they are also in at the end of HTML file before the end of body tag, and this is the way that is preferred mostly by most developers. However, sometimes you will find it in the head section. It depends sometimes on what the script actually does, as it may be necessary to put it to load it quite quickly in the head section. What I would like to mention also is that you can use multiple script tags here in the file, as many as you want, and create multiple JavaScript files. However, the less JavaScript files you include, the better for loading and for speed of your page. And if you need to use multiple files, it is recommended to use concatenation tool that will concatenate the different JavaScript files into one, and this way you will be able to link only one JavaScript file instead of several different ones. That is it for the beginning, how to start with JavaScript. If you want to learn more, subscribe to the channel, as I will be posting more tutorials and lessons about JavaScript and other web development technologies. Thank you for watching, and see you again soon. Bye bye.